friends, and welcome back to Tap Tuesday. Today I'm really excited but also a little bit nervous for today's EFT tapping because we are talking about my third word of the year, which I changed to connection. And this can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. It could be your connection to yourself and really listening to your body and loving yourself. It could be your connection to the divine and getting more in alignment and building your faith. But for me, this is my connection to others and really calling in and manifesting those soul-aligned friendships that are just so supportive and fulfilling. And if you're currently feeling the same way, that like you're ready for your girl gang, your boy band, whatever you want to call it, if you're ready for those people in your life, this is the video for you. And before we dive into the EFT tapping, I wanted to let you know that if you're feeling alone, that is very common. I recently read a study from Harvard that 61% of young adults feel seriously alone since the pandemic, which is a really big percentage. So if you're currently sitting here thinking, I have no friends, or it's really hard to maintain friends, you're not alone. A lot of us are feeling that way. And just to give you a little glimpse into my own story, I grew up kind of having a lone wolf vibe. I definitely had some good friends in elementary school, but around the time I got to high school, I realized I was gay in a very religious environment. So it was definitely hard to trust people and build deep connections. And also I got bullied a bit in high school for it. And then when I went to college, I went to community college for a few years, so really didn't have that college experience per se. And then I went to a party school to finish up my bachelor's degree, and I'm not really into drinking, so didn't really get any close friends in college. And then for work life, I work from home. So I'm not meeting anybody at the office. The only people who come in my office are my wife and my dog, which are the bestest friends in the entire world. I'm so grateful for them. But I'm ready to call in some really supportive, lovely humans into my life. And that's kind of what our tarot card of the week is, the Three of Cups. You're gonna see a bunch of women raising their cups and just celebrating each other and being so supportive. And I kind of imagine it's like a new moon and they're dancing under it and like manifesting together and just a really uplifting vibe. So that's our card of the week and what I'm going to be meditating on more this year to help calm these kinds of friends. And if you know anyone like this in Vermont that maybe likes Disney, metaphysical stuff, witchcraft, psychology, gardening, any of those categories, young female, or actually young anything, I don't care, in Vermont, send them my way. Maybe I'll find them through this video. So hi, how you doing? Send me a DM if that's you. But let's dive into the tapping to clear away some of the fears we have with finding friends, maintaining friendships, maybe limiting beliefs we have about ourselves. We're gonna clear that all away with EFT tapping so that way it's easier for those aligned friendships you're desiring to flow in. And if you've never EFT tapped before, don't worry, it is super simple. All you have to do is lightly tap where you see me tap and repeat after me. So with all of that being said, we're gonna dive into the tapping, and then at the end, I'm gonna give you some tips to help you manifest these kinds of connections and what I'm doing in my life to help them flow in. But let's get tapping. Even though I feel lonely at times, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though it feels hard to find and maintain friendships, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though my desire for a soul-aligned friendship hasn't manifested yet, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I am so ready to meet my best friend. I'm so ready to have someone fun to hang out with. I see us getting Starbucks coffees, hitting up the farmer's market, just laughing our asses off and having a good time. A friend that I can be myself with and celebrate the good shit in life. And also find support for the not so fun stuff. I've had some friends in the past, and actually, now that I think about it, it felt so much easier to make friends as a kid. You would just walk up to somebody on the playground and ask if they want to play. And within 10 minutes, you'd be holding hands saying that you're best friends. I wish it could work like that for adults. I wish I could just walk up to somebody and say, hey, you want to be my friend? But it feels so much more complicated than that. I wonder why. I know deep down I have some limiting beliefs around this that I need to clear. Maybe I'm afraid of getting hurt by a friend again. Maybe in the past things went really wrong with a friend. Or maybe life just happened and you drifted apart naturally. And that's okay. All of that is okay. While it hurt and was difficult at the time, my past track record with friends does not dictate the future. Regardless of what happened, I am worthy of amazing, supportive friends. But there might be some healing I have to do first. So I forgive myself for whatever happened in those past relationships. And I forgive them for the part they played. At the same time, I can find gratitude for the fun we did have together. And I'm allowed to mourn the loss of that friend. And I choose to focus on the good from that friendship. All the things that went right. All the good times we had. All of the laughing until we cried moments. I choose to focus on that because what you focus on expands. And that's what I want to experience with this new friend that I'm calling in. When we meet, I'm gonna feel so supported. I'm gonna feel so comfortable. I'm gonna feel celebrated. It's gonna be an equally beneficial relationship to both of us. Full of fun and growth. Maybe a bit of healing too. And the best part about manifesting a new friend is that I don't have to do anything crazy for it to happen. I simply have to be my authentic self. Because again, I want this person to like me for me. And the only other thing I have to do is be open to them flowing into my life, which I'm working on right now, clearing these limiting beliefs. But I wonder what else I could do to allow them to flow in. I can continue to focus on what I do want. Start feeling gratitude as if they were already here. Maybe start hanging out in the places I imagine we'll hang out together. Like Starbucks or the farmer's market. Maybe a bookstore or the crystal shop. Maybe in the park or a hiking trail. Because I know there's someone else out there that feels the same way as me. They are ready for a soul-aligned friendship to come into their life. So I'm going to put myself in places where it's easier for them to come to me. And I trust that the universe is going to orchestrate the rest of it. But there's one more thing I can do to help myself manifest this friend. Every day I'm going to collect evidence that it's happening. Every single like on social media is somebody saying they enjoy my personality. Every single compliment from a stranger could be the first words my best friends say to me. Every single person that I meet could be possibly this person I'm calling into my life. And if I look at my past, there's even more evidence. All of those friends I made growing up. All of those kids that I played with on the playground. All of those people I exchanged my aim with and would instant message with all night. And maybe there's even evidence in my life right now of some friends I have. But my limiting beliefs are just making it hard for me to see it. So for the next week, I'm going to start paying attention to what I do want. And building more and more evidence that this friend is coming to me. And already feeling the gratitude as if they were here. Maybe even visualize the fun stuff we will do together. Thank you, God, angels, universe, whatever the divine is to you, for hearing this request and granting it in the most divine, fun, magical way possible. And so it is. Okay, take a deep breath in for me. Let it go. Okay, I have 2 questions for you. Are you still feeling lonely? If so, go back through this tapping and release some more of those feelings. And the second thing I want to share with you is, again, it's really normal emotion to feel. But I want to remind you that while you feel lonely, you are not alone in this world. Even if you're thinking to yourself like, Tara, I have no friends, I promise there is at least one person, probably at least a dozen people in this world who love and care about you. So I promise you are not truly alone. Because even if you can't think of a single person, I love and care about you. every single view on these videos, every single like, I am so grateful for. And y'all help me believe that my soul-aligned friend is out there. So if you're watching this, me and you are probably friends and you just don't know it yet. So send me a DM, say hi, we're now friends. And the second question I had for you is, how excited are you to meet this person? Like, imagine that moment of you're in a coffee shop or a bookstore and this random person compliments your outfit, or you just strike up a conversation and you exchange numbers, and a year from now you're like besties, having a sleepover, doing all of these fun things you're thinking about. It can happen at any moment. You never know, and that's the fun part of manifestation. The universe gets to surprise you. And now that you've kind of opened the doors to this flowing into your life and cleared away some of those limiting beliefs, you're gonna be shocked how fast it happened. So make sure you follow those few tips we did at the end of this tapping, because that's what I'm gonna be focusing on as well. Really creating that list of evidence of all of the amazing friends I had growing up, all of the points of connection, and just really lovely people I get to meet in my life. That's all little bits of evidence proving to your brain that it's easy to find friends, it's easy to maintain friendships. We did this in the past, we're always meeting new people. It helps convince your brain that it's possible. The other thing I'll be focusing on, number 2, is putting myself in situations for these people to flow into my life. Because your new best friend isn't gonna just knock on your front door and be like, hi, I'm here, when's the sleepover starting? You have to kind of be out about in public to meet them, right? Or maybe you'll meet them online, that's another possibility. But putting yourself into situations like Starbucks or the farmer's market or the crystal shop or the garden store, and these are just places I'm thinking of because that's probably what my friends would be into, but look at what you're into and what you want to do with your friends, and then put yourself in that situation, because maybe they're there too, looking for this soul-aligned friendship. And then the third tip I have for manifesting this friendship is to become the kind of person you would want to be friends with. Maybe you want to hang out with someone who's really kind, really funny, really supportive. Maybe they kind of have a dark sense of humor like you. Whatever you are looking for in a friend, become that first. Because like attracts like, right? So the more you become someone you want to hang out with, the more likely someone else is going to want to hang out with you. So I hope those tips were helpful. If you enjoyed this tapping video, make sure to give it a like, a thumbs up, comment below any aha moments you had. Maybe even comment below where you're from and what you're into. Maybe some friends will be made through this video, which would be really, really freaking cool. And I will see you next week for a different Tap Tuesday. I can't believe I forgot yet again to tell you that my Tap Through sessions for January are 23% off. These 90-minute intensives is where we will talk about your goals, whatever they are in life. If it's finding friends like we just chatted about, if it's manifesting more money, if it's a house, a job, a relationship, health, whatever it is, we're gonna talk about it so that way I can help you identify the limiting beliefs holding you back from allowing those things to flow in. And then I teach you how to listen to your intuition so you can make an aligned action plan that you actually want to do every day to help you achieve your goals. So if that sounds like something that would be helpful to you, make sure to check out the link in the description. Like I said, it is 23% off for about another week. So hop on it now, and I will see you next week for another Tap Tuesday, or maybe in a Tap Through session.